Welcome to Matthias Studios Pottery here on the South Shore of Boston, Massachusetts. Well, this week's weekly, I'm introducing two more bowls to my bowl collection. Now, I'm kind of known to be the bowl artist. I produce a lot of bowls. People seem to like them, so I'm introducing two more bowls. This bowl is called my Zen bowl. I think I've shown you a prototype version of that bowl, and now this bowl is in production. Again, let me remind you what a production piece is. A production piece is a piece that I create in a similar fashion with each piece. So for instance, the bowl itself is made from a mold so that there's a consistent size and shape to the bowl. And then I have a dipping process with my glazes so that the glazes will be very similar to what you see. However, each piece is an original and no one piece will ever look the same. They are original pieces, but there's a methodology to building the piece so that what you see on my website when you order it, you'll get something very similar to what you purchase, what you're seeing on the website at matthiasstudios.com. The Zen Bowl is inspired by my practice of Enzo meditation, where you take a brush, you pause, you meditate, you take a brush, and you draw an Enzo. So this is kind of inspired by that process. So when I glaze this piece, it's dipped in my alabaster white, and then I take a brush. This is my ocean blue glaze. I take a moment, I take that brush, and I do a brush swipe within the bowl itself. It's a very contemplative process. So here is the Zen Bowl. It is now offered at matthiasstudios.com. The size of this bowl, like the Sun Bowl and the Ocean Bowl, this bowl roughly measures 13 inches in diameter, and it's almost 4 inches in height. Not quite, it's shy of 4 inches. So that is the Zen Bowl. My next bowl, has been in the work for a while. A lot of prototypes have been made, and now it's entering production. And I call this my Shino Bowl. By far, this is the largest bowl in production. Now, I create a lot of bowls for custom bespoke work. Those take a lot of effort because the larger the bowl, the more likely it breaks when it's lifted out of the mold. So sometimes it takes multiple creations before one survives, or they develop stress cracks of something of that nature. So, but this is now in production, and this measures, the diameter is 14 inches in diameter, and it is 5 inches in height. A lot of information on this bowl. First of all, I call it my Shino Bowl because this is a Shino glaze. And what happens with a Shino glaze, if the camera's capturing, there's a good capture right there. What happens is when you glaze the surface of the bowl, what goes into the crevices, that glaze turns dark, and what is outside of the crevices, the glaze turns light. So look at all that information on that bowl. Just incredible how this, I'm fascinated by this Shino glaze. This particular Shino glaze is a charcoal, and I love the charcoal with the contrast with my sun yellow. So there's a sun yellow interior, a charcoal exterior, and then you can I love, the larger the bowl is, the more you can see how I build the bowl. The bowl is built in pieces. So there's one main piece, and then there's usually a side piece, another side piece, and then there was another side piece. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 pieces of clay went to make this bowl. So this is now available at matthiasstudios.com. This is a great centerpiece to a coffee table, to a dining room table, and of course, every piece is now marked with my signature initial, so you know it's an authentic Matthias. As I mentioned before, and I will be mentioning with every weekly, if you're looking for something for the holidays, I suggest you order it very, very soon, because there is currently a 6 to 8 week lead time until you actually receive what you've ordered online. Well, that's it for the weekly this week. Lots of new product is coming up. And my website is constantly being updated at this point, gearing up again for the holidays. Get your orders in early so that you can get your gifts to your loved ones and your friends. Until next week, as always, stay creative.